Sorry. This is the OBS Studio. Okay, this interface OBS Studio application which helps to record the screen, system screen. Okay. See, where is the project directory of the OBS Studio? This is the project directory of the OBS Studio. See program files. In this, the OBS Studio is located. So automatically, the system will ask us in which path you want to download. If you want to fetch and locate the path where I will be downloaded your things. Otherwise, I'll be automatically by default system will take C as a uh, base, the project directory base path. This is very basic thing. Okay, and like how does the Windows interface that environment looks like? Same, Linux also having its own environment. I have been started. Okay, 1 minute. So we have to increase the hour. Okay, we have to increase the hour. Whenever once you assign the lab, please let me know if you have any doubt. I'm opening the Red Hat providing virtual environment, virtual labs. Okay, will be get uh, that is a lab setup, that is Jupyter lab. We can access all the labs in this lab. I'm having two machines, server, three machines, server A, server, sorry, no, four machines. Server A, server B, server C, server D. Okay, server A, server B, server C, server D, four machines. But you guys, for our Linux environment, will be get around two machines. I think server A and server B might be C will be also included. Server C. These are the host names. Okay, like what I'm saying. What is the name of this laptop? This is the name of this laptop. Okay, and I'm going to pass the same like so.
Your screen share stopped,
Okay,
Shriman.
my screen is not visible. Sorry. You guys having your own names for your laptops. Okay, that would be the username. Okay, host name, machine host name. Where I can find the machine host name for Windows, I can same path. Okay, go with the Windows C project directory. Project means directory. Directory means in Windows language we would say folder, files, folder. In Linux we will not say that is folder, files and directories, files and directories. Okay, users. Go with the users. You can see public user. That is one more user. These are all the users for this Windows operating system. This system, this host name. This is a host name for the like this server A would be one of the host name. This is one machine, and server B one machine, server C one machine. Um, okay, but directly I'm not going to access the Jupyter Lab. In two ways we can access. One is Jupyter Lab, and one more thing, I can open the console. Okay, this is the interface for the Linux operating system. So it looks like this. Exact. This is an interface for the environment, desktop environment for the Linux operating system. Red Hat, they are providing Geno type of graphical user interface. We can say this is graphical user interface. In Windows also, graphical user interface available. This is the graphical user interface. Graphically, we are accessing the things, right? Easily we can able to access. If you want to open command prompt, we can open command. We can access everything in command prompt also. IP config. What is the IP address for this Windows? 192.168 IPv4 56.1 Ethernet. Okay, we will discuss. Don't bother about these things. I'm saying something. Ethernet, IPv4. As of now, leave these kind of things. I'm just checking the the address, connection, network address. That's all. Okay. And so Windows having different commands. There are some commands Windows having. Okay. So Windows also having both interfaces, graphical user interfaces, command line. Why these two type of interfaces? So we will be discuss one by one. Okay, this one. So once you inserted the image in the virtual box and started the installation, after some time you will be get the screen like this and select the language English. Any English you can go with the United States or United Kingdom or go with the Indian. We have Indian also. Okay, no problem. I will go with the United States. This is not a big thing. I'll go with the thing. And okay, here. So I'm just going here and there. Uh, don't get confusions. Still, we are discussing the interfaces. That's all. I'm comparing the interfaces with the Windows and Linux. That's all. And again, I'm jumping into the because it is done with the things. That's why this is the one more important thing. So don't do anything except some other things. Go with installation destination and check here 20 GB available or not, and done. Keep it automatic. Don't do anything. It will automatically fetch. Okay, and root user will be created by the system only, system itself. But we have to set up the password 123. I'm just going with the 123 for easy access. If you want to include some symbols, letters with numbers, if you want to set complicated password, you can go with that one. And lock, this is optional. If you want to, what type of what are all these? Lock root account means whenever you try to access the operating system, the root account will be locked. We have to enter inside the root user the help of password. Mm. Okay, allow a root SSH login with password. Leave this one as of now. SSH and installation destination. Okay, 20 GB because why we are giving some resources prior to the installation because system needs to store system files for system setup. System basically needs some space. Okay, minimum prerequisites needs that system needs 20 GB or 30 GB depends upon the environment. And network host name, okay, Ethernet ENP0S3. Just go with no need to make any changes. And Ethernet means connection type. Okay, connection type. That's all. Will be discussed deeper in the network chapter. Okay, in the network chapter will be discussed. Software selection. Go with the server with GUI. Server with GUI means what is a use case of server with GUI? You will be get both the command line and the graphical user interface like this. Yeah. Both command line and the graphical user interface. So let me log in as a root user. Okay, root user would be the so what is root user? I will tell. Whenever in Windows you might have noticed or some things. Whenever you download the uh, third-party applications like C++, VirtualBox, might be some other applications. You might have noticed system will ask the administrator access. Okay, give me the administrator access, then I can able to download. Because for this system, I am the administrator. I can create number of users for this system. Okay. For Linux operating system, root user. By default, root user would be the administrator. Root user would be the administrator. So, this is the environment. This is graphical user interface. And if you want to access the command line, this is a command line for the Linux operating system. So it might be different. Okay, so it seems it's completely different if we compare with the Windows operating system. Yes, but same. What are the things I'm having in the Windows? Same things I'm having in the Linux operating system also. So this is an example for the server with GUI option. If you want to download, if you want to access the option, you can go with the top left corner activities, and you can see the browser Mozilla Firefox, and if you want to access. So in Windows, how we are accessing that project directory? I told you, right? Windows C directory. C directory would be the project directory for the Windows operating system. Same like in Linux files. Here also desktop documents, downloads, pictures, public templates, videos. We can say you can go with the where I can see the project directory for the Linux. Other locations you can see the computer. How does that project directory C folder in the Windows same like computer is a directory, project directory of the Linux operating system where we can see the system file. We'll be discuss one by one. What are all these? Okay. Clear, right? This is clear for everyone. I hope you are clear with these things, right? Able to understand.
Yes.
Yeah. And we'll back to that installation part. This is an example for the server with GUI. And server. If you want to get only server, what is example for the server? I can show you. I'm opening one more console. This is a server because whenever you whenever you type the password, uh, Linux operating system will prompt. What is the meaning of the prompt? It is prompting, right? You can able to see the blinking, right? Can you able to see that blinking?
Yes, I see it.
Yeah. Whenever the blinking here, you can able to see here. That is the prompt, meaning of the prompt. Whenever the Linux operating system prompt you for the password, whenever we try to enter the password, it will not be displayed. Okay, it will not show the password what we are entering. That is the one feature of the Linux operating system. Always. Okay. And this is a best example for the server only. Here I will not get any option for GUI. You can able to see because this setup has been done with the uh, server only operating system. There is no access for the graphical user interface. And then go back to the installation part. Minimal install. Minimal install means basic functionality. Uh, if you want to only basic functionality for learning purpose. So I want the operating system for learning purpose, not for any kind of any type of production purpose. At the time, I can go with the minimal install. Workstation. This is a workstation. Workstation is nothing but workstation having the resources minimal. Workstation having minimum resources might be 30 GB or 40 GB storage, 4 GB. Okay, those are all things with the workstation. I mean, what I mean, we can use a workstation like a jump server. Okay, see here. Mm, best example for the workstation. You can see the workstation in uh, Red Hat Lab. You can able to see. This is a workstation. So not this one. I'm closing this one. This is a workstation. And if you access the workstation, we can access the same things to the Jupyter Lab. These are the types to access the labs. That's all. Don't bother about these things. Okay. As of now, where am I exactly? I'm just showing uh, what is the host name for this workstation.lab.example.com. Okay, that's it. This is a host name. What is the storage? If you want to check the storage, don't bother about the commands which I am executing. We will be discussing basic commands, no problem. Um, yeah. See here, it's having only one storage, one disk. That is VDA. Okay, VDA will be discussed, no problem. Only one type of disk. That is also for operating system purpose because at least operating system needs some basic storage to set up to store its own files, system files to get activate. In this type of labs, they are using workstation machine to as a jump server. They are jumping. It will take you to first workstation. From here, we can able to directly log in to other server. See, I'm jumping. Now I came. I have logged in to the different host, different machine server A. Okay, I can exit. I came back to the workstation. So because why I'm saying this thing in Red Hat, uh, I'm just showing some things here. So I have one thing. I have to share the PDF with you. Okay, so I'll be sharing the PDF later. See. This one I have to share with you. Not this one. This is for RH199. Okay, so you guys are learning RH124134. So once we done with RH124134, we will start RH199. This is like a rapid track. Okay, don't bother about this course. Everything same, almost same. It seems like same only. So guys who are all who wants to renew their certificate, they can go with the rapid track. Okay. For example, I'm opening any one of the chapter. Okay, don't worry about these things. I'm showing just for examples only. I'm showing. We're not going to implement anything in this session. Huh. You can see here guided exercise. Okay. You will be assigned some exercises you have to do. Once I shared the PDF with you, you will be get all three get all the PDFs where you can find the exercise for each chapters. You have to do those for your practice. It's not a mandatory thing. Mandatory only. Myself, we have to take our time and we have to teach by ourselves. Lab start. If I start the lab, where they are starting, you can see clearly here workstation. Okay, they are starting the lab. This will be works in the Red Hat labs only. This will not be works in other parent distribution, CentOS distribution. Uh, Generally, we can practice in other distributions. What are the commands we have? Okay, workstation and SSH. They are doing SSH. They are jumping to the different host server. Again, there are some tasks we have to do perform. Once done with the task, again the exercise will guide you to back to the workstation. Okay, finish, exit. Once done with the exit, once done with the practice, back to we are getting back to the workstation. Then finish the exercise. This exercise will guide you. That's why they named these exercises. That's like guided exercises. Okay, this will be works in the Red Hat Labs only. Okay, don't bother about these things. I'm just showing. And why I'm saying these kind of things, this is examples for the workstation setup. You can use workstation setup for learning purposes or testing environment in the production environment. If a developer wants to test their code, we can do the setup for that. Okay. And custom operating system. Custom means you know the meaning of custom. We can modify. Okay, we can able to modify by our. We will not go with available things. Well, in custom, where we will get one environment where we can able to modify by furbish. Virtualization host. Virtualization host is a type of host for uh, if you are setup doing the setup on top of virtualization, that hypervisor, VirtualBox, or VMware. For those type of environment, we will go with the virtualization host. But generally, we can go with server with GUI. That is enough. Okay, basic things. And in right hand side, you can see some other options. If you want to include those type of things also, you can include. Okay, so day by day, we will learn. So in one day, we can't able to learn everything. Debugging tools, DNS server. What is DNS? Domain name system. Okay, domain name system. FTP. What are all these? Don't bother about these things. If I explain this one, it will be confused because we should aware about what is first of all what is FTP. We should aware about first of all what is DNS, what is debugging tools. Okay. And so once you done with this thing, no, my screen got stuck. That's all. Almost here there are some issue I'm facing. Okay, no problem. Uh, Once I done with this one, I'll be get one screen. So there I can see the begin installation option for the begin installation. Okay, I can go with that. It will start installation. It will take 20 minutes. That's it to install. Once installation done, try to install. If you have any doubt, please ping me. We will be okay. We will be get the screen exactly like this. Okay, and so today you got to know what is a project directory for the Linux operating system. Computer. You can go with other location where I can see the computer with the project directory computer where I can see the system files for the Linux operating system. And one more thing, very important, we should not use the graphical user interface. We can use if you want, we can use no problem. But what is the use case of command? We have to use command prompt. What is the why use case of command using command prompt? Because resource utilization. Okay, if I go with the command, I can just see here activities. I'm opening the project directory. Mean that like Windows in Windows operating system, how are we finding C folder like this other location computer. I'm okay. I'm going. I can able to see a boot. Keep it in your mind. The word boot. Just as of now. And same thing. I'm going to get in the command prompt. If you want to increase the screen, shift control plus. Okay. So I have logged in as a root user. I will explain what is the meaning of this hash. This is workstation. What is the meaning of tilt, the symbol, and root? Nothing. I have just logged in as a user because uh, obviously I should have been logged in as an user only. Then only I can able to perform some task. Okay, user is nothing but operating system will authenticate the people to get inside its own environment, to get inside and to do some task, to perform some task inside the operating system. Okay, so it might be a user, might be a system user, or might be a human being. We are the users. System will allow to do perform some privileged task. Everything will be recorded by the system. Whatever the things we are doing inside the computer, everything will be recorded by the system as a logs. Okay, we will be discussing one by one. Root workstation. Uh, then here, what I shown you just before, I went with, I opened graphical user interface. I opened the computer where I opened computer, the project directory. I told you notice that boot word, boot folder, directory. We should call it as a directory. Same, you can see the thing in the command prompt. Same, we can access same everything in the command prompt also. Why should we use command prompt? If we go with the graphical user interface, it will let system to use more resources. Memory will be used to by lot. If I go with the graphical user interface, okay, and this is very important. We should not let system to use more resources, utilize more resources such as RAM, storages. If I go with the easily, I can able to access the resources utilization also would be less if I go with the command prompt. I'm not letting the system to use more resources. Same thing if I try in the graphical user interface, So I'm letting the system to use more resources. Opening one tab. For this one, memory will be calculated. Okay. And if I'm opening one more tab. Okay, I'm opening one more. I'm opening one more. Okay. If I right click, this is one tab. Option. Drop down box. This is one. It will use one some amount of resources. Okay. We should not let the system to use more resources. That's why I'm saying to use and command prompt. And also one more thing, by using command prompt, we can install. We can finish. For example, if you are a cloud engineer, or cloud platform, any cloud platform, if you are working, you can able to install quickly with the command prompt. If you're done with the installation, for example, a deployment, web server deployment, web page, uh, or web browser. I mean, Apache. Have you ever heard Apache Tomcat? Apache Tomcat installation. So have you guys ever heard Apache Tomcat installation? Yeah, hello. Yeah, available, right? Everyone. Tom, Krishna, Sapna.
Yes, Riman.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So why are you guys maintaining silence? So it seems tough or seems different. Initially, it will be like this only. Okay, slowly, we can able to get the environment. Okay, it will be like this only. So might be the things might be easy because I'm comparing the things with the Windows. You can able to understand easily. Okay, I'm just saying we should not use command prompt. Why? I'm explaining the reasons. One is resource utilization. That's it. We should not. Sorry. Yeah. Let system to use more resources. And what are the things if we want to do the production? It might be a deployment or we can achieve those kind of things within minimal amount of commands. Okay, minimal command execution to done big setup. Sorry. Okay, well, that's why I'm saying we should not. I'm closing this one. Not like this as I know. Okay, this is a general meaning of introducing command line. Okay, I can say still we are in basics only. Even we haven't started. We almost started a chapter. The chapter name is command line. Okay, introducing command line. We are discussing about the command lines. Why should we, the reasons we are discussing. Why should we use command line interface? Because we should not, the one reason to not let the system to utilize more resources, and then second one, and so minimal within minimal amount of commands, we can achieve the big thing. Okay, if I type installation or deployment or uh, anything. Okay, so production things. These are the things and commands. Then for to use, okay, you can ask one question. Okay, graphically, I can because graphical user interface is very easy. You can even if I am not aware. about the environment by navigate here and there for 1 or 2, 3 days. In fourth day, I can able to get, okay, this is a project directory, this is a file, this is a folder, this is a task manager. Like that, I can able to easily get with a, without help. But in graphical, in command interface, we should aware about the commands. We will explain the basic commands in every session, one by one. I will introduce some commands. Okay, and this is ash. What is the meaning of ash? I want to show you. So ash refers. I have logged in as a permanent user. Okay. In Linux, you see, in Linux operating system, there are some type of users. Okay. To administer by default, Linux having root user as an because an operating system needs an administrator. Any operating system, not only Linux. Windows also having an administrator. Whenever you download any as application, so it will ask, it will blink, it will show you one, it will prompt you, give me the access. You can see here. Yeah. So it will ask sometimes if I download something, it will ask you to run as an administrator. See, you can see the option. Some application system requires administrator approval. If I see, this is a, if I go with a no, app will not get installed because as an administrator, I'm giving the access. Okay, same. Linux also having the administrator user that is root. The name of the administrator user is root user because system basically needs root to administrate the system things. Root can do anything. Okay. Root can do anything. In organization, if you're, for example, you guys are working, right? Might be you have been allocated some system, each one allocated each system, right? You have your own workstation where you will perform your daily task. Okay, and whenever you joined newly, who created that username, password, and in an organization you can't able to access all the website, outside website. Okay, some you can able to access the application which are all related to your organization only. Okay, might be because there are those we can say proxy setup. Okay, proxy because those things controlling by the administrators. Administrator will the engineers will install the operating system for you and will create the user. You are the user, normal user. You can't do anything because you don't have access. But if you are an administrator, root user, he can do anything. Okay, just take it light. The things. What are the things I'm explaining? I'm just showing what how much important that command line. And as of now, I have logged in the root user. He is a administrator, admin user. All the system needs admin. In Linux, there are some users. In Linux, Okay, okay. I don't want to confuse you a lot. So, each user will get their own home directory, even root also. Okay. If you want to create for example, I'm creating one, I'm executing one command. I'm creating user add Tom. We will discuss. I'm not explaining that user creation chapter. Just I'm executing one. User add Tom. Because this command can able to execute only by root user. Okay, I have created Tom. Okay, password. Let me log in as a Tom user. Okay, I have logged in as a Tom user. Let me try to let allow the Tom user to create Krishna user. See, permission denied because Tom is a kind of a regular user. Okay, he can't do perform. He can't. The same command that is executed by the root user, many administrator user, can't able to execute by the all the users. Whenever until they get access. Okay, leave the line until they get the access. Keep in your mind, all the user can't able to execute administrator command, root user commands. Leave this is okay, clear. List command, very basic command. ls list pwd present working directory cd change directory. Okay, I explained types of users. We will go deeply in upcoming chapters and list command, cd command, change directory, and pwd present working directory, present working directory, directory. Here files would be files only. Folder we can't say as a folder, directory. Got it right? I hope these are the very basic commands. And I want to explain one more thing. Hash. Hash denotes permanent user. I have logged in as a permanent user. That's all. Dollar denotes regular user. Regular user means I can say or temporary user. Temp user. Okay. And tilde symbol refers the home directory of any user. Home directory means okay, might be this will be confused. Leave as of now this one. See here, you can able to see clearly. I have logged in as a root user. Let me log in as a Tom user. Tom is one of the regular user, right? That symbol has been changed now. Can you able to see here? Before it was in hash. Now it is filled. Filled denotes okay by this thing I can able to see. Okay, I have logged in as a one of the temporary user. Okay, I can make some assumption. Tilt I told you automatically when I do okay, I just logged in. Whenever you log in, it will take you to the that user's home directory. That would be the first directory where I can place. Okay, no problem. Just keep in your mind list command. PWD means present working directory. Where am I? Okay, exit clear screen. Clear command will clear the screen, and I'm going inside somewhere I'm going. Okay, where am I? So okay, I came. I don't know where am I exactly. If you want to check, okay, I'm inside the directory system. That directory is located inside the systemd directory. That directory is located inside the etc directory. Okay, what is this? What are all these? I will explain tomorrow. Okay, because Linux following different file hierarchy structure. Okay, file hierarchy organization. What type of file hierarchy organization that Linux operating system follows, we will be discussed tomorrow. That one. Okay. And just try to install your operating system. Go with the basic commands. List pwd isn't working directory. Change directory. If you want to change directory to the slash etc slash, what is the meaning of slash? Okay, leave as of now. Leave this one slash. I'll be explaining these things tomorrow. Got it right? Confusion might be, definitely will be have confusion. I think. Any, so try to practice